Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome to NoDQ&A Video, the official Q&A video series of NoDQ.com. The big story in the world of WWE, Jack Swagger arrested for speeding, DUI, possession of marijuana. Got a ton of questions here regarding Swagger and some other topics, so let's get right down to it. And the first question from Mr. Stanley 718. Hey Aaron, with Jack Swagger's recent arrest, I'm guessing his WrestleMania title opportunity is in huge jeopardy. What are your thoughts? Like I said, I've gotten a lot of questions here about Jack Swagger. Regarding the title match at WrestleMania, it's definitely not looking good for him. I mean, we look back at a similar incident when Rob Van Dam was WWE Champion and ECW Champion. He was arrested and they had found marijuana in his possession, and WWE's response, they took away the WWE title immediately, and then the next night they took away the ECW title, and then he was suspended for a month. So that was the precedent set by WWE. And as far as Jack Swagger goes, I mean, it's not looking good. There's a lot of different things they could do. They could just suspend him and keep the match with Alberto Del Rio intact. They've already put so much into the storyline already. He won the Elimination Chamber, and they brought in Zeb Coulter, and it was starting to build up some momentum. So they could just do some sort of storyline where he's gone for a month and then he comes back, and they could always just end up dropping the thing completely and just go with somebody else and just cut their losses. So that what happens remains to be seen, but yeah, I mean, if I was Jack Swagger, I'd be very worried about my future at this point. Don't know what the story is, why he would I have nothing against marijuana and people smoking marijuana, but doing that and then getting behind the wheel and speeding, I just don't know what he was thinking, especially when you're getting the biggest push of your career. Why you would jeopardize that. So certainly interesting to see how things develop in the coming days with that story. So just stay tuned to NoDQ.com for all the latest regarding that. Hey Aaron, greetings from Sydney, Australia. Do you think WWE made a big mistake to not have WrestleMania 30 at Madison Square Garden? Let's face it, WrestleMania 1, 10, and 20 were all at Madison Square Garden. It's a controversy. Well, you know what? A lot of fans are upset about that, but you have to look at it realistically. Doing WrestleMania 30 at Madison Square Garden would mean WWE would be losing a ton of money, and as much of a legacy that it has, WWE at the end of the day is a business, and they got to do what's right for business. WWE is a public company. They have stockholders. They have to make those stockholders happy, and WrestleMania is a stadium show now. That's just the way it is, and WWE every year is making more and more money in the big stadiums, and they're raising ticket prices every year. And if they were to do Madison Square Garden, the only way they would come even close to making the amount of money that they would make in a stadium, they would have to drastically raise the ticket prices, and even then, I don't think they would be able to match up to what they would make in a stadium. So it's just not feasible from an economic standpoint to do it in WrestleMania. I know a lot of people are let down by that, and some people said they should have done WrestleMania 30, what they're doing this year in New York and New Jersey, but it's just the way things go. The opportunity came to do WrestleMania 29 in New Jersey and do the whole Hall of Fame at Madison Square Garden. That's just the way things fell into place, and would have been cool to have WrestleMania 30 in New York, but sometimes things just don't go the way you would like them to go. All right, this one comes from Y2J Fan 1998. Hey Aaron, I haven't seen Brock Lesnar in the last couple weeks. Will he interfere next week's McMahon versus Heyman match, which I think is pointless, and then Triple H will come out to set up Lesnar versus Triple H at WrestleMania? Why do you think him interfering would be pointless? Actually, it is expected that Brock Lesnar will be at Raw this week, and I definitely expect him to get involved in that match to set up Lesnar versus Triple H, and we could very well see Brock Lesnar come out to try to help Heyman, and then Triple H comes out to make the save, and that sets up the big rematch for WrestleMania. So it's definitely not pointless. That's the whole point of it, is to have Brock Lesnar get involved and then get Triple H involved. And you know that's the match that we're expecting at WrestleMania at this point, unless WWE makes some sort of last minute change. So who knows? All right, the last one today comes from JM Sticks 97. Hey Aaron, in your opinion, John Cena's greatest feud was with blank. Well, I think when it's all said and done, John Cena's greatest rivalry will be with The Rock. That'll be the one that people remember the most. In my opinion, from a technical standpoint, I think that his best feud was with Edge. I thought that feud did a lot to put both guys on the map. That Edge got his big jump start into the main event by cashing in Money in the Bank, and then the two of them would go on to have an extended feud throughout 2006 and beyond that. Their feud would be revisited in 2007, 2008. And, they had that tremendous TLC match at Unforgiven 2006. So, in terms of quality of matches, I think that was John Cena's best feud. But, in terms of the feud that people are going to remember and talk about, 15, 20 years from now, I think it'll be John Cena versus The Rock. All right, that'll do it for No DQ&A video. Thanks as always for watching. Subscribe, youtube.com/NoDQ&AW, and check out the playlist for the best of No DQ&A video, the best of XMV, and the best of Talk Wrestling with Jeff Meacham. You can check those out on the No DQ channel, youtube.com/NoDQ&AW, and I'll see you next time for more No DQ&A video.